Okay, y'all, so this one's fresh off the presses, man. Walter Johnson, Mr.Tendernism, is now the official owner of the trademark for the word tendernism. Give it up for him, man. I'm hyped right now because I feel the emotional pull. All of us fighting, all of us saying words, all of us putting our words out there like help this happen, man. And I'm so proud of Walter for stepping out on his own as a man and becoming the business owner that he was meant to be, to really be able to participate in the business that he created. Give it up for him. Walter Johnson. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about his trademark for the word tendernism.
I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with tendernism now.
Here I am today. Attorney Harris reached out, talked to me. We have a meeting. He's the original owner of tendernism under the trademark. And today, he said, well, I'm gonna get the trademark to you.
Let's go.
And here he is. Boy, look, Attorney Harris. Man, you don't know the appreciation. Things that's been happening.
Yes.
God is good.
God is good. God is good.
It wouldn't have happened.
Yes, sir.
If it weren't for him.
Let's
and
go.
now look at it. Hey, family, see how we reach out and touch? Long time coming, but the time is here.
Yes.
I just want to thank you all for all that you've done for the community. You are a magnificent inspiration to us. And it is time for our community to work together to do big things economically. And it is an absolute honor to begin the process of transferring those trademarks over to you because you deserve it, you created it, and you've created something very, very special for our community. So, and look, we ready to roll. Let's go, man.
Hey, man, look at here. This tendernism, boy. I'm finna really out. We finna have some fun. I'm finna tenderize the United States. And I say one thing to that. Booyah! My man. Amen. Right.
We got the trademark. Tendernism. Trademark. That's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And, you know, so often, Black creators don't necessarily get what they're supposed to get for their creations. They get taken advantage of. They get exploited. And, you know, this is like the ending or the climax of a movie right here because Walter really brought it home. Stepped out on his own. He made it clear. And the people got behind him. You got behind him. You know, and that's why when I saw this story, I knew it was an instant share. There was nothing that we shouldn't get behind. Because this is how we want to honor our elders. This is how we want to honor our ancestors that weren't able to participate in the same way. The Aunt Jemimas, the Uncle Bens. I said many times, I was like, I saw the potential of tendernism for Walter to be a part of this thing. And I just think it's so beautiful. And I'm so glad that he's able to really put it out there and really officially own it. And shout out to that attorney. Shout out to that attorney for having the forethought to get out there in front of Destination Smokehouse and apply for that trademark on his behalf. And just as things are supposed to happen, we get tendernism. About to tenderize the world. That's what he said in the last video. But it doesn't stop there, y'all. One of the other main people that was pivotally responsible for this happening was one Mr. Keith Lee. Keith Lee, the food creator, TikToker / MMA fighter, was on Big Boy's Neighborhood. Shout out to Big Boy. And he finally broke his silence on the tendernism situation.
Man, that's his dude named Shopak out of Japan, dude. He don't even know that I rock with him like that. Hey, man, and Keith Lee, what happened with tendernism?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, man.
So we went one that was most highly requested place that we have had since we started. Easily over 30,000 requests to go and try the food over at Tendernism. I was drawn to Unc. Unc is Walter. I believe his name is Walter Johnson, right? Saying it right?
Yeah.
We get it. Go ahead.
Okay.
But it is Walter.
I believe it is Walter.
Yeah.
So Walter is what initially made me want to go because his energy was infectious. And
Right.
That's his name? Okay.
Yeah.
His energy to me immediately reminded me of an uncle.
Yeah,
And
man.
Right.
You can't fake that. So it's like we were saying earlier, it's one thing to be able to turn it on and turn it off, but us, we know what it is and what it ain't.
He's like that in the dark, in the light,
You
camera
can tell
on, camera
it ain't
off.
nothing that
24/7.
he can put on, right? So that initially was what made us want to go, and it was something that we had tried because people don't realize how far that is from damn near anything else, unless you want to specifically go there, or unless you're from there. 'Cause it's
Dude,
in
we here
Marietta.
and it's far from here.
That's where we was in LA.
Yeah, man.
And I'm thinking, oh, if we fly into LA, we gonna be able to get there, and it wouldn't be. It was a 3-hour drive to
Yes,
get over
sir.
there.
Damn.
And when we got there, we went. I always have my family go in first to get the customer service experience because again, it could be different if I go in. We got the food. The food, in my opinion, was good. Was it amazing? I wouldn't say so.
Right.
I think there were certain parts of it that were amazing. Like the oxtails were incredible. Some of the best oxtails I've ever had in my life. But the beef rib that was infamous for falling off the bone, it was a slice, allegedly, it was a slice in the back to where if you pick it up, the entire thing falls off.
Right.
Instead of it just
Yeah,
like
we heard that
sliced.
too.
Yeah, instead of it just coming off.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, that's a little slick maneuver there. But, Walter, being the team player that he was, he went out there and sold it like it was falling off the bone, like it was so perfectly smoked and seasoned that it was just falling off the bone. He made that real. He made us believe that was real, man. And that was his genius. That's his genius. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that from you.
I didn't.
Yeah, they said it's pre-cut.
It was for sure.
yeah, slice. Damn, dude, I thought I got
The
that from you.
oxtails were as tender as he said.
Oh,
As
gotcha.
far as
You
our
got
bone
me into
sliding, for
tendernism.
sure.
Yeah,
So
no,
I thought
didn't-
for sure
I
that
did
you
not
knew.
know
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought I got that from you.
We went, we had the food. Right after we got done eating, I attempted to go in and have a conversation with Unc. Again, we don't call beforehand. We don't set up meetings. We don't set up no times because the same experience that everybody else gets, I want the same experience. So when we went in, I just want to have a conversation with him, which I understand everybody gets busy. Schedules are different, right? So we went in. His security said he is in a podcast and he is not available. So I said, okay, is there a way that we could just leave him a tip? The plan was to leave him $4,000, and leave $1,000. I initially had $5,000 in cash. I want to leave $1,000 to pay for anybody to come in line after us, and then $4,000 directly to Unc.
Which, by the way, is what he does at many different locations. And I don't know why the owner, Nick, didn't understand that in his response. But we can see now, kind of after things have played out here, we can see why he took offense to that. And he still wasn't happy with what Keith Lee said right there, which was consistent with what he said in his review. But we got it now. We understand now.
And it wasn't from a place of I felt like Unc was struggling or Unc needed it. It was a way to say thank you for what you do for our community.
Thank you.
We know what that is. We know how important it is to have strong Black old men that are positive role models in the community and that bring laughter and bring joy and bring energy to us, because it's not a lot of times where we have that representation for older Black men.
Right.
And I think it's getting less and less the more we get in media. I haven't seen a lot of old Black men with gray beards.
Yeah.
Talk about it, because the life expectancy of a lot of Black men is short. So Unc already beat the game. That's what they don't understand about this. The positioning of this. Some people might just want to minimize it down to like just talking about barbecue, but like really think about the power in the media of having a positive older black man. Like, who do we have? Morgan Freeman? Like, you know, like it's very rare that you get to see that. And you know, like especially the cultural unk. Now, we're not talking about the elites or the politicians or anybody. Of course, they're ancient, but we're talking about somebody from the community. We instantly recognize who Unc is, and we got love for him, especially from the foundational Black American community. You know, we know that. That is part of our legacy in this country. And especially in something like barbecue, which has such a rich history in this country and the origins of it. To have this man passing this down is a beautiful thing,
Man.
Are fun and can joke with a bunch of different cultures and bring cultures together. So that's why I wanted to leave him the money. Security pretty much told us it was over with. It was done for the day. It was no way that we was going to be able to have a conversation with him. So we ended up leaving. We ended up passing that entire $4,000 out to the community. We stood in front of Destination Smokehouse. We met a lady who was driving. She was riding a bike, and she had a stroller attached to her bike, and she said that she was taking her niece to school back and forth. So we left her $1,000. It was a lady who had just lost her dad that cried the second she saw us. We left her $1,000. We met a lady who was a cheesecake. She made cheesecake like a bakery
cheesecake
owner. And she was making cheesecakes by hand and packing them, and she was there the entire time we was there for 3 or 4 hours. We left her $1,000. And we met another lady who also we had a full conversation with, left her $1,000, and then we left. A video comes out maybe a week.
Yeah, he blessed the community. That's kind of the part that gets left out of how Nick was telling the story of what happened that day. They're like, oh, well, we would have stopped the interview if we knew it was Keith Lee. Well, that's the whole point. You're not supposed to stop the interview. He's supposed to have a candid, he's supposed to send his family in, and then he's supposed to get a candid response to what the food is like, what the experience is like at that place.
Later or 2 weeks later, and it's the owner of Destination Smokehouse saying that I was basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I was trying to do charity to Unc, and I was singling him out, and I shouldn't have singled out a business owner. I should have given the money to every person around that was inside the business.
You know, that's a lie now. Business owner
bunch of nonsense in my opinion. And that it was something that I did on my end that was negatively affecting things, even though I just honestly gave my opinion. And it had nothing to do with the food. They were saying that because I didn't give Nick, who was the owner, the $4,000, that was part of the issue.
Yeah,
and
man.
I didn't see it that way. I still don't, to this day, don't see it that way.
Neither do I, bro. And I think Unc moved on.
Yeah,
and I think they trying to lock up on Tendernism name. And then I just saw afterwards.
They
I just saw some
all this stuff.
And I just saw some disturbing videos from Old Boy too.
And he started doing the
man. It was just a lot.
But I had a conversation with Unc. We talked about it, and things got misconstrued, of course. And Unc is exactly who you think he is. I got on the phone with him, and the first thing he said was tendernism.
Yeah.
Literally the first thing he didn't say hello, he didn't say hey, he said tendernism. So we had a conversation about doing something in the future. We haven't fully locked that down what that is, but just know that if I was to ever do something, it's from my heart. And I genuinely enjoy what he brings to the table, just from a personality standpoint. And I stand for the underdog. I stand for the people who
always
aren't blessed enough to have a visibility spot. And if I'm blessed enough to have that spot in visibility, I would not go to sleep knowing that there's people around me that don't have it, that can have it. And I'm going to pass it around.
I see you just did the kindness with Darman as well, correct?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And you guys went and y'all did that, and it was a lady that had a food truck, right?
It was a Mexican food truck, and she had it was a taco food truck, and she was saying that was her second location that she attempted to open because the first one closed due to having low business sales. And we left her $10,000.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And that's just great work, bro. Yeah. And I love that it could be I and me,
for sure.
But you really do us and we,
for sure.
And I think that's what was going down with the spot that you went to go try to bless Unc at as well.
It was one that just happened yesterday. It was a lady. Her name is KMay72 on TikTok. We've been following each other since 2021. She's one of the sweetest women I've ever seen on social media. She's a grandma, black lady from California. And she commented on one of my videos about Family Day, the festival that we throw on May 16th. And she said, I would love to meet you guys in person. And I made a video yesterday and said, not only are we going to fly her out so she can come to Family Day and put her up in VIP and let her enjoy the experience. But also she was on social media for 4 years and she only had, I think she had 6,000 followers. As of today, I posted that video yesterday at like 9 p.m. As of today, I think she's at 160,000.
Damn, as we're sitting down,
Keith Lee effect.
It's just a little bit over 12 hours, half a day, if that.
I think she gained like 130,000 followers. So now she can make money off of that platform. She can continue doing which she loves to do, which is just going to grocery store hauls with her grandsons. And again, if I'm blessed enough to have that, I don't feel right without passing around to people that's close.
And I think that you're the right.
That's great, man. You know, just like when we came on here and shared the GoFundMe. GoFundMe was struggling. It seemed like it was about $1,000 to like $1,500 or something. And by the time we were done with our Tendernism run here after post Destination Smokehouse, that thing's at like 55,000. That's amazing. That is amazing. Give it up for y'all, man. Give it up for y'all getting behind this, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's what this is about, man. Low key. I really love the fact that we're able to have platforms to be able to do things like this, man. It really warms my heart, man. You can go check out the rest of that interview on Big Boy, on Big Boy's Neighborhood, on Big Boy's YouTube channel. Shout out to Big Boy, a legend in LA radio, man. One of the best to ever do it. Let's just be honest. But I hate to leave it off on this, but the owner of Destination Smokehouse decided that he wanted to respond to all the backlash he was getting. So let's just take a listen to what he had to say.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared.
I don't know, y'all. Y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? 'Cause I know for sure they put fired in the publicity and the GoFundMe and everything that happened after that. So I don't know. Somebody's lying here. You got to be honest here, Nick. This is a learning situation for you, man. And see, the thing about our community is that foundational Black Americans have been some of the most accepting and forgiving people. But you just got to come right. You got to be right. You can't come here with no half-stepping, you know, or trying to get over on our elders. We don't appreciate that. That's what I'll say.
So many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys. Good morning.
You know, the one thing I didn't hear is that Walter, the owner, is getting his ownership stake in Destination Smokehouse going forward. Because honestly, it's only right. Now, he got the trademark, which that's huge. But you just to walk away clean and wash your hands of the situation, it doesn't seem right based on what you've been saying about Walter's contribution to the business. Walter literally gave you the idea to do barbecue. Like, this is what I'm saying now. We got a positive outcome. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this guy, Nick, understands completely about the lesson that was supposed to be learned here. You know? It still seems like he's got he's harboring some type of ill will, and he's just coming out here to make a prepared statement. Like, it doesn't seem like he learned the lesson of tendernism. You know? About being authentic, coming from the heart. But I'm not going to leave you with that down note. I'm going to take you to Mr. Tendernism himself. He not only was granted the trademark for tendernism, but he also got to spend the weekend actually doing what he does best with Mr. Ronald Isley of the Isley Brothers, Mr. Contagious himself, you know? And he get to go show a live demonstration for the man himself. Oh, man. Let's see the taste test. Let's see the taste test. Yeah. Got the live demonstration right there in front of him. Let's see what Ron say. Yeah. Copyrighted music, though. Oh! That's it. There it is, man. That's that tendernism, man. Shout out to Walter Johnson. Shout out to everybody on his team. I know some people were talking about the GoFundMe. The guy who actually started the GoFundMe has now put Walter as a beneficiary. He is also Walter's manager. His name is Joseph White. Joseph White is now in the tendernism business. So he's helping Walter to put things together for all y'all that were worried out there that might think that Walter needed a little help and a little guidance along the way on the business side. Now he's hooked up with the attorney. They got trademark for tendernism. So shout out to Walter. Shout out to Keith Lee for kicking this all off and bringing it to our attention. Shout out to Ron Isley again. Shout out to all these people. Like I said, this is the most beautiful movie ending I could have seen for Walter leaving Destination Smokehouse. But anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you sign up for the Faucette Media Patreon. We're doing a lot of great things over there. Trying to build that up kind of in the grassroots way that Walter built tendernism. You know, we're trying to build Faucette Media here. Let's support us all. Let's go. Man, this is it, man. But anyway, this is Faucette Media.